Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And in this video, I'm going to share about the classroom management in teaching English as foreign language. Before it, let me introduce myself. I am Rizky from Universitas Islam Paritar in English Education Department. And let's get started, shall we, about this. Before we discuss deeply, I'm going to tell there are 8 ways. I'm going to tell about just 8 ways in teaching English as foreign language. There are memorize the student's name, and their eye contact, and also how to order the questions, using management, media, and also voice and body language and approach method. And the last is performs in the classroom. The first is memorize the student's name. Why I put this in the first that I will share to you guys. It is about our memorize. When we know the student's name, and so we have the distance, the relationship, the good relationship every students. So we know each other. We know each other, and we can know how to teach them what is the weakness of themselves, who is the strength of the self. So we can arrange or teach them a little bit easier than we don't know the student's name before. This is the important one, because if the first time when we list the checklist that presents, we have to mention one by one, or maybe ask them their friends who hasn't come yet or something. So we have got a good relationship of this class, between the teachers and students also. And also the number 2 is eye contact. The eye contact, it is really important. Why? Because we don't know who is he or she something. That's not like that. But when we look at the someone, our students. Okay, when we look at our students' eyes, we know they are focused or not, right? They will focus on me. They will focus on me as a teacher. The students will focus on the lessons, on the class. When we try them, when we ask them to do something, maybe, or play a game, or ask the question, or answer the questions, they will focus. When we explain some materials or lessons, they will focus on the teachers and the lesson as well. So we need an eye contact. It's not just the 2 or 3 students, but all of the students. You have to look at the eyes, this eye contact. It's not only just good students something. That's number 3. Number 3, there is how to order the questions. So there are so many ways how to order the questions to the students. Maybe, and it's the common one, just say put your hands up and then ask the question. Okay, you ask the questions. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? This is the common, really common it. Maybe we have something special, something like game. Like maybe you have the ball, and then you throw your ball into your students, and who is the catch your ball in the last while you playing a song, when your song is paused, then who has the balls? So they have to ask the questions, or maybe answer the question that you give before. And after that, you can just order the questions, or they have to answer the questions. Is the some ways. And maybe you get something about what's that name? About the number, or maybe the date. Maybe you teach now. For example, For example, you are teaching at you are teaching on 17th of August. 17th of August. So who is the number list number of the students number 17? So you got the name. When you got the name, you ask the questions. So there will be, oh, it's my turn. Okay, you answer the questions. Okay, let's continue. It's number 4, sitting management. Sitting management, which is important. Yes, it's very important. It's common sitting management in Indonesia exactly. You sitting in management, just in the first round, and then you come back. We just what's that, 6 or 8 students in front, and then continuing and following again. So just you are focus on your teachers, the students, but you can arrange, right? Arrange their positions, mix it. They have the different classmates, right? The different classmates, and they have some motivations from the classmates newest, right? And maybe the city management, you can arrange their position like a group. Maybe in the class you got a 6 group. Just arrange the chairs and the tables like they discuss, like table like around them, so they discuss together. So you can play some games that they have the new sittings something. And number 5, it's media. Okay, but this media, you have maybe some medias to teach them. Maybe the digital, maybe the projector or something, maybe the projector. So your students will focus on the projector, and you play the song, you play the movie or something, so they will be interested in your teaching English. So you just explain more easily, right? And number 6 is voice and body language. What the voice? Your intonation. And when you teach your intonation like you are telling a story, right? And your students will follow what you say. Oh, something like that. Your intonation must be higher and louder, higher and louder. For example, when you try this, one day there is a boy in my class. After that, so your intonation is like after that. So your students will be, oh, or something like that. So we'll focus when maybe your students are sleeping in the class, and then when your intonation is like high up, when then a boy cheating his friend. So after that, your students who are sleeping just sudden wake up. Oh, okay. So your intonation should be good, and also body language. Your body language, you try to say your body language, what you say. So the following your words. Why this is important? Because as a foreign language, when your students don't understand what you say, at least they understand about your body language, what you say. One day, right? So your body language is something like this. You have questions, and I will give you some questions that you have to answer just twice, maybe something like that. Please stand up, sit down, get out, and open the door. Open the door. So your body language should be good. It is. Okay, and then approach methods. So the approach methods, you have to know who is the weakness of this lesson, who is the stranger one, who is the weakness one. So you can arrange their position again, and then you can give the test, give the exercise that you have to explain again. And after that, at the last of this class or your lessons, you can get an evaluation, right? Just evaluate some weakness and then fix it all, explain it again, and then yes, you got your students, all of your students are good at in your lessons in English exactly. So we need the evaluation after your lessons, after you give the task with him. Okay, the number 8, the last is performance in the class. Performance in the class is, I think, the all of that I already told to you guys. So this all of the performance when you're, or maybe you have the physics, like maybe your dress, maybe your uniform are stable, comfortable, and like you have the suit or something, the tie, and then you gotta watch something like that support your body, support your performance in the class, so your students are not bored to look at you, right? When you give the perfume or something, so your smell is good, right? And your students are interested also, right? It's not bored when maybe your smell is not good, it's bad. They don't like that. Yeah, I think that's all about the classroom management from me. I hope this is useful for you guys when you want to teach students in the classroom. Just be creative and don't stop learning, because this word never stop teaching. See you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.